It's time for another trip. I'm Elizabeth Harriman, the travel editor of Westways, the magazine of the Auto Club of Southern California. 2 weeks on a cruise or 6 weeks in Europe with only carry-on luggage? It's not as hard as you think. I'm going to show you how to do it. The key is to color coordinate. Now, I typically travel in something like this: a nice jacket, matching pants, and then I just mix and match for the rest of the trip. For instance, I'll take a matching skirt that can go with the same jacket. I'll take a casual pair of pants. Something like this is nice. It's made by Ex Officio. They make very lightweight fabrics. This is so lightweight it's like a feather, and it's washable and durable. Then I travel with a couple of casual shirts. Again, everything mixes and matches. Some dressier blouses. And of course you can dress things up or down with scarves and jewelry. And then for dressing up a lot, say a formal night on a cruise ship or an elegant French restaurant, you can dress any of these up with a lacy camisole in different colors. You can mix and match these, and you are set for 2 weeks on a cruise ship or 6 weeks in Europe. First in go shoes, and I always put them in a shoe bag like this because it keeps the rest of your clothes clean. Now, I like to work out, so I always travel with gym shoes, which these actually double as walking shoes, and they're nice and dark so they don't look like gym shoes when you're walking around a European city. Now, these shoes are great for stuffing things in, like socks, or actually, I put my jewelry bag in here. Only costume jewelry, I hasten to say. I never travel with any jewelry I would be afraid to lose. So that goes in here, the shoe goes in the shoe bag, and the heavier things go at the bottom of the suitcase. The only other shoes I would take on a trip like this would be some dressy shoes for that formal night or that nice French dinner. As I say, I like to work out, so I always travel with lightweight workout clothes. They're stuffable and they're easily packable. I always travel with my Westways workout t-shirt, and that always comes in handy. You know, swimming. Almost every place has a swimming pool, and even if they don't, swimming suits are lightweight, stuffable, easy to pack, so I always travel with a swimming suit. If I'm going to different climatic zones, I expect maybe it's going to turn cold, I pack some lightweight thermal underwear. I just put that on under my other clothes, and I am toasty and warm even if it turns cold. I take my underwear along in something like this. Of course, I always need a comb and brush. I pack a lightweight dressy purse for the formal nights, the dressier nights. But you know what? Once or twice I have forgotten my formal purse. I use something like this to substitute. This is a makeup bag, but you know, you carry this, people will never know the difference. The key is to make everything you take work for more than one thing. Don't take anything that just serves one purpose. Now, I believe in rolling clothes, not folding, because I think folding tends to put wrinkles in and rolling doesn't. Now, if it's a skirt like this, I turn it inside out, seems to minimize wrinkles, and I use tissue paper. So here's what I do. Voila! And of course you want to pack something pretty and lightweight to sleep in, so that goes in. And I always pack a sweater. But you know, that is the key to traveling through different climate zones and still traveling light, is to layer. So I always travel with a sweater, and I always put that on top because in the plane, if it gets chilly, I can just pull it out. So it's as simple as that. I am ready to go. It just zips up. So this is my main carry-on, and I can travel anywhere in the world, 2 weeks on a cruise ship, 6 weeks in Europe, with just this. Now, on most flights, you're allowed one carry-on and one personal item, like a purse or a briefcase. Well, I kind of combine them. I take my purse here, but then when I board the plane, I put it inside the other bag so that it gives me more space. Now, don't forget, this is where your liquids go. If you're carrying on your liquids, they have to be in a 1 quart size container, and each part of the liquid has to be, each container within the 1 quart container can be no more than 3 ounces. So, I put that in there, zip this up, And with these 2 bags, I can go anywhere in the world.
It's time to travel. I'm Paul Lassley, the travel columnist for Westways magazine, and I'm going to tell you today about the things that you should never leave home, the things that you need to always travel with on your next trip. I'm going to show you today the things that you need to do to be a smart traveler in today's world. The first one, let's get through security. Now, I travel with a shirt with large pockets. Why? Because I have my passport in one, and it's got Velcro on it, and it won't come out. My cell phone's here. Before I ever get into that security line, my cell phone is now in my carry-on bag right here, and it's turned off so we don't get any accidents while security is looking at me. The other thing is, make sure your watch is in that bag too. So as you get into that line, you've only got your shoes, and in my case, I wear very loose slip-ons while I'm going through security, and I have my computer. The computer comes out, it's in an open case, goes into that bin, my carry-on goes through, and I'm ready to go through security with a minimum amount of effort, and I don't have to worry about belts and heaven only knows what. We've all seen that as you go through security. Now, when you're on the plane, let's face it, we're flying in coach today, economy, it's crowded. You're not going to be able to get up and get to your luggage. If you're lucky, maybe you could get up to get a drink of water or go to the lavatory. Well, so what I do is I prepare an in-flight kit. And the in-flight kit is really simple. What it is everything that I might need while I'm sitting in that seat and can't get to my luggage. So let's talk a little bit about what's in there. Number one, you'll always need eye shades. And these are great eye shades. They get a little room for your eyes. They're totally light tight. They are wonderful, made by Bucky. We use them all the time. And inside, 2 earplugs, very important because that's your cone of silence. You can put that on and go to sleep. You might need a pillow today. Airlines don't give them. This is a headbed, really small, very lightweight, and it's inflatable. You have to have your iPod, have a Nano, and earphones. They fit in here just fine. Tissues, of course, and a small flashlight. Now, this is a very powerful lithium flashlight. It's made by Pelican. It's 100% waterproof, and it's this outrageous color. So on a dark flight, you can find it if you need to find something in your bag or under the seat that you've dropped. Now, these are earplanes, and what I recommend is if you have any kind of discomfort in flying from pressure in your ears, get a pair of these. They're at most drugstores. They are great. Designed by a doctor. They really work. Flight attendants recommended them to me. I've never had a problem since. Now, there are a lot of things that you can take with you. We take alcohol wipes. We have another little pack here. This is sort of like the medical pack. And these are antiseptic wipes. You can't take gels and liquids unless you show them to security, but they don't care about antiseptic wipes, so we always carry 10 or 15 of those with us, and we're able that way to, we can even clean off the airline table that they provided us and probably has never been cleaned in the history of the airline. Always carry a pen and paper with you. So this is my little sort of airline survival kit, and I never fly without it. Now, this is your trusty carry-on, remember. This is that second bag, your personal bag on the plane. And so when you get off the plane and you're at your destination, there are some things that you need that you always take with you. We never travel without an umbrella. This is a very lightweight, full-size umbrella. It's made out of, I think, carbon fiber. It's very, very light, and it fits in the pocket of your coat. How good can that be? You know, you won't get embarrassed carrying a bulky umbrella around on a blue sky day when it's going to rain at 2 o'clock. Now, the other thing we take is a unlocked GSM cell phone. You can get these in the US from Amazon, from dozens of places. This one costs about $70 now. Now, what you do is you go to the airport. Almost all international airports in Europe, for instance, will have a phone store. And you go to the phone store and you buy what's called a SIM card. And they'll usually set it up for you. The great advantage is that these phone calls will cost you local rates, which are much cheaper than anything you can get in the US. And all incoming calls in Europe are free. So this is a money-saving deal. You're going to get back that $70 that you spend for this phone in about 1 day, especially if you have grandkids. Now, I always travel with a power strip. And this is a neat device. Hotels only have one power outlet. I've never seen one that had more than one. This thing gives you 4. It weighs just a few ounces. It's compact. It fits together beautifully. It's a great device. Now, the other thing is, this is how you're going to save $30 a day on room service. It's really simple. This is a plastic camping cup. You can get this anywhere at any good sporting goods store. This is your adapter plug that will allow you to plug into a European socket. This is a 240 volt immersion heater. You can buy these anywhere. They're dual voltage. They'll work in the US too. Plug this in, boil water. You've got tea, coffee, hot chocolate. Well, I suppose you could even make instant soup in here. It's a great way to do that. Now, if you want a picnic in your room, this is a spork. Costs a couple bucks at a camping store. It's indestructible. And best of all, none of these will cause X-ray to go off. So you can easily carry them in your carry-on bag. They are going to make travel so comfortable, you won't believe you left home. And that's just how easy it is to travel with 2 carry-on bags, your personal bag and 1 carry-on, anywhere in the world for almost any amount of time. But for me, this is my home away from home, and I am really careful about it. So let's get on the road. Computer goes back in. That's always the most important, and always, of course, the reading material for the plane. And that's about it. I'm off for my next adventure. We hope we've given you some useful tips today.
Travel safely.